there and welcome. I'm pretty sure that you have seen the latte makeup trend by now. It's been all over Instagram and TikTok. Right after the latte makeup followed the espresso makeup, which is the look that I'm doing today. It's basically a warm tone smoky eye, really intense. I've been wanting to do a smoky eye in such a long time, so I kind of took the opportunity of this espresso makeup trend and did one. So this is my version of the trend, and if you want to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. I'm gonna start with my upper lid because this is going to be a very intense look and I want to avoid fallout on my face makeup. But first I'm going to prime, and I am using the Shadow Insurance eyeshadow primer from Too Faced. I don't need a lot of this. I think this is already a little too much. I will blend it on both of my lids. And my base color is going to be all pencils. I have here a black pencil and a brown pencil. I'm gonna start with the brown one, which is from Maybelline. It's the Tattoo Liner Gel Pencil. It's in the shade 911 Smooth Walnut. This is going to be my main color, and I am kind of smudging it all over my upper lid. I am concentrating it on the outer corner because that's the most flattering shape for my particular eye shape. It's kind of placed in an angle that's leaning towards my outer corner. I'm also lining underneath my lashes to make sure that no skin color will be visible. And I'm gonna need to smudge this. I have a Real Techniques shading brush. Make sure to smudge the pencil before it has a chance to dry. If it's the kind of pencil that sets like this one is, usually after it dries you won't be able to blend it out, so you gotta move pretty quickly. I love this shade. I'm gonna intensify my lash line with a little bit of the black pencil. I have the Revolution Black Khol something. It's just a black basic pencil. And again, I'm gonna concentrate it on the outer corner. This is going to be placed closer to my lash line. I drew a very thin line on my entire lash line, but on my outer corner I'm kind of making it thicker. And this time I'm going to take a Makeup Addiction smudge brush. And I'm using kind of tapping and little swiping motions to smudge this. I have the perfect eyeshadow to top this with, and it's from the Chocolates palette from Juvia's Place. And it's any of these ones because I can't really tell the difference. No, I actually have no idea, but I think I'm gonna use this one. I kind of want to set what I did with a bit of eyeshadow and also intensify and blend some more. I'm using a Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. And I'm stamping the eyeshadow above the pencils that I just used. And then I'm blending the leftover upwards. At this point I barely have any product on my brush, so it's not going to be too dark in my crease. If you're a little bit more perfectionist than me, you can use a clean brush and use that to blend the crease, but I kind of like the smudgy, kind of messier look. I applied a ton of mascara on my top lashes, and now I'm gonna move on to my face. I kind of want my face makeup to be pretty natural. Usually with very intense eye looks like these, I prefer to have a more natural face makeup, so it kind of balances out the eye makeup. I'm gonna use the Reboot foundation in the shade Y245. I'm guessing one pump is gonna be enough. Oh, let's see. I'm using a beauty sponge to blend it out. I didn't apply the foundation in my under eye area as I'm going to follow up with concealer, and today I'm using the Kind and Free concealer from Rimmel. Again, it has a very natural finish, not a ton of coverage. It has a medium coverage, I would say, and I'm using the shade Light. I'm concentrating it in the inner portion of my under eye. Let's see what else I need to cover. Maybe a tiny bit around my nose and here in my outer corner for highlighting purposes. This also has a very hydrating texture, so it doesn't dry the under eyes, which I can really appreciate. And I will be using the same sponge. I will set the concealer into place so it doesn't crease, and I will be using the Too Faced Pitch Perfect powder. I'm using an eyeshadow blending brush. This is my favorite way to set the under eyes. I tried using a larger brush yesterday, I think, and my concealer creased instantly. This really gets into the lines and gets the powder exactly where it needs to stay in order to make the concealer last. I'm gonna be slightly setting around my mouth with whatever powder is on my brush, but I'm not going to set my cheek area as I kind of want that to stay dewy. I want to go back and finish the eye look. I think I'm solely gonna go for the brown pencil for my lower lash line, but let's see how that looks. And also kind of bringing it down, so applying it in between my lashes, but keeping it really close to the base of my lashes. And then I'm gonna take the same brush that I used to smudge it on my top lid. And again, being really careful not to drag it too low. I want to keep the color mainly close to my lash line. And I will make sure that this lower lash line connects to the top part in my outer corner, so it kind of looks like a continuous cohesive look. I think I'm okay with that actually. I finished off the eyes with some mascara on the lower lashes, and it's time to continue my face makeup. I want my contour to be slightly heavier than what I usually go for. For that I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit because it's slightly darker than what I would need. So I guess it will be helpful to create that more intense look. And I'm gonna wipe off my brush a little bit so I don't apply way too much. I'm gonna start stamping it from the top of my ear and bringing it towards the center of my face. I like the tone of the Hoola bronzer. It's almost neutral tone, it's not extremely warm. And I picked up a little bit more on my brush and I am building it up. I'm gonna apply some underneath my nose and down my jawline. In this area between my jawline and my neck. And I will pick up some more product and I will do an extension in my outer corner. So I'm connecting the eyeshadow with my temples. I'm gonna use a bit of this Clarins blush. It's the Joli blush in the shade 2. I'm using a blush brush from Sigma Beauty. And I'm finishing off the face makeup with a little bit of this Maybelline highlighter. I managed to break the lids on every makeup product that I own. I'm using a high cheekbone highlighter brush again from Sigma. And with this highlighter, I am also gonna take a flat brush and highlight my inner corner. And since my brows are visible again, because I cut my bangs a little shorter, I wanna highlight my brow bone. I didn't do this step in such a long time. It's just a small addition. I want to line my lips with a brown pencil, and I decided to go for a brow pencil today. I'm using the Gimme Brow volumizing pencil from Benefit. It's in the shade 3. I don't normally fill in my brows, but I guess I can find a use for my brow pencils. I'm gonna fill in the sides. I'm attempting to blend this a little bit. I'm gonna mix 2 shades of lipstick from the Maybelline Superstay Vanilla Ink range. I'm gonna apply a little bit of Punchy and a little bit of Captivated. I kind of want a nude, but Captivated is, I think, too light for this pencil that I just applied. I'm gonna apply just a drop of Punchy as well. I'm not applying too much. I'm kind of spreading it with my fingers. Oh, but this looks nice. I think I'm gonna just apply a tiny drop of Captivated just to lighten it a bit, even though I do really like this combo, but for this eye look I think I want it to go a little bit lighter on the lips. I don't know if that changed too much, but I guess mentally I'm feeling better. And that concludes today's look, the espresso makeup that has been trending along with the latte makeup. I'm gonna link the latte makeup as well somewhere on the screen just in case you want to watch that as well. It's a softer version, kind of like a warm tone pumpkin shade look. This one is so much more intense. I really love how it came out. I'm actually really glad that I did a smoky eye because I didn't do one in a while, and the vibe, like the attitude and the confidence that a look like this gives me is unmatched. I'm going to head out now. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. I wish you an extraordinary day, and I will see you next time. Bye!